What is up? How are y'all doing? I am Jonathan Timber, your host of Timber Talk Time. Welcome back to another episode. We're still in episode 1. This is part 2 of episode 1. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right back in where we left off because, right? That just makes sense. Let's just go ahead and jump back in. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Sorry about that. I got distracted. So passion. So with this talk of passion, one thing that I want to let people see and understand, because people have been seeing me do what I've been doing for a long time, and if you don't, then you could go back through and look in the YouTubes and the Spotify's and see the growth. But it's like with my career, every move that I've made has been it's not life or death, but it feels, you know what I mean? It feels like life or death sometimes, just because I put all my eggs in the baskets that I put them in. You know what I'm saying? And if you know me, if we're sitting there for 20 minutes and we're hanging out, I will have said something about music 15 times in that 20 minutes. Or I'll be beating or singing a song, or going back to the definition of passion. I'm bursting at the seams with music. But also now I'm understanding, in assessing my gift and in assessing how my gift affects other people, I've become passionate about passion. I'll see people doing, I say this all the time to fellow entrepreneurs or artists or, bakers, people that I see that are doing their passion. I get so emotional about that because I know the struggles that I have to go through as a musician that no one sees. And every musician, everyone has those things. We're all going through stuff that no one else sees. And, to know that life already has this set of that's just going to punch you in the face all the time. And then you decide to throw a dream in there and whatever other circumstances and positions and stuff. And it's just it's going to make things a little bit more difficult. But anyone that's ever been through adversity or where's this yard coming from? Anyone who's been through adversity or, or is passionate about anything knows that going through that passionate battle is so rewarding when you get through to the other side, because then you're like, man, the odds were stacked against me. I didn't know what I was going to do, and you did it. And this podcast is, I want people to see you can do it. You just got to show up, find out what is the discipline of the thing. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to figure out? Figure it out, lay it out, and go after it. And it's one of those things of, the peace that you're seeking is in the work that you're avoiding. And the more prepared that you are, the better off you're going to be. And that's for anything in life. If you were anything in life, if you were prepared, you're going to crush it. But you have to make sure that you cover all the bases before you go into that situation. Because as a person who, for a long time, was terrible at being prepared because I was just winging it all the time, now that I take my time and get my little cables together or whatever it is, whatever I'm trying to do, if I know that there's a blueprint to it, nowadays we got so many books and stories and people that are in our passions, in our disciplines, that have been to the mountaintop, that are literally trying to show you what they did. Now, mind you, those things might not work for you, but it's a great map. So you could be like, man, okay, I'm going on this journey. Oh man, this might come up or this might come up. And then you'll be able to see and like, oh man, that's something I saw in the book or something I read about or something I, saw before because I've been here before, because people are trying to tell you. You just got to listen. I can't tell you, since COVID, I've read more than I've read my entire life. And I've only done that because I'm so passionate about wanting to learn more. And as a person who I hate reading because it makes me feel, it takes me back to like second grade when I was a slow reader and getting made fun of and all that stuff. There's whatever personal things I go through, but I can't stand it. But I know that if I read, I'm going to learn. It's going to prepare me better for things in life. And it's created this like super rewarding thing to where like now I'm going through my life and my career, and like I'll read books about my career. For instance, a great book, L.A. Reid's, I think it's Sing to Me. But yeah, I mean, there's so many great books that you could just go check out and read their stories, and you could take bits and pieces from everybody else's stories and make them your own, and not making them your own, because then I'll never stumble upon, working with Babyface, but, I might have that type of artist in my life that comes along that gives me that type of insight that is able to take me to the next level
or go with that artist to the next level. Yeah, so passion, when you're passionate about something, nothing can get in your way. And that's to see that type of determination in somebody is like one of the most beautiful things in the world, because it's infectious. It is seeing someone light up. It creates ripples. I've had this conversation with a couple friends of mine, and go ahead and splash and do that, because you don't know who you'll affect, and let those waves just go out and see what you never know. Open yourself up to that. And I mean, at the end of the day, keep that passion deep and on fire in your heart. And know the beauty of fire is that if I give you some of mine, it doesn't diminish mine. Right? If I give you some of my light, it'll just, you see what I'm saying? Like, you light a candle, man, I'm that analogy guy. Turn into my father. Anyways, if I have a candle that's lit and this candle is not lit, now go ahead and do one of these. Now we have two candles that lit. Now this isn't less lit. No, we just have two candles that are lit, right? So go and pour that into other people. If you see someone trying for something, boost them up, tell them, let them know, because you never know how far those moments and those ripples could go. Like, I just had a conversation the other day, yesterday, with Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. That was part 2. We have one more part coming out in 2 days on August 24th. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and spread the word, like and subscribe, and one hand don't clap.